What is that,
No,
Mr.
it's
Chen? Mr. Chen's, or is that homemade?
no, it's just corn goes. Anyway, hi, my name's Jake Holdsworth.
I'm a Carlton supporter, unfortunately.
Oh,
Just
I can't
because you're not
help it.
living at
All
home
right,
doesn't mean
easy
you
for
can
me
get
to.
out of
Oh boy.
eat at the dinner table like a human being. Good
Fucking
boy.
delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the 2021 St. Sam Grand Final Edition podcast. It's a huge show. We're ready to go. We've got Matty Two Stroke and we got Jake the Snake here. And it's a huge grand final coming up. It's massive. And it's going to be an amazing game this Saturday. Last year we were going to do this, but Jake and I were pissy that it was Geelong Richmond in the grand final, so we didn't do a grand final show. But it's all of us this year. And guys, introduce yourselves. Welcome. Are you keen?
Hi, my name's Jake Holdsworth. I'm a West Coast supporter.
Ew.
Cheering on Melbourne this year to win the grand final.
I'm Matty. I'm Matty. I'm a Carlton supporter, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm also going. I reckon. No, honestly, I reckon the Roos are going to get over the line. I think Glenn Archer's just really in form.
You do realize it's 2021, Matt.
Hmm?
It's not 1999.
What's that?
The year is 2021. It's not 1999. There's North Melbourne aren't in the grand final.
Yeah, Archer's playing very well.
Glenn Archer retired in 2007. All right. Well, on that note, goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching the. Okay, no, we've got a big show today. First thing we're going to talk about is the prelim finals. Did we both watch the absolute destruction to Port Adelaide and Geelong on Friday and Saturday night? It was a long last Friday. It was ages ago.
I watched the demise of Geelong. I didn't. I checked the score in like the second quarter of the Bulldogs game, and I was just like, no, there's no point in watching this.
Yeah, it was. That was the more interesting destruction because it was Port's home ground and they had all their fans there, and all their fans were basically crying by halfway through the second quarter, which would suck, but for entertainment for the home viewers, nah. It was a good game by the Bulldogs. I was very, very surprised the Bullfrogs won that game that easily, but the Melbourne one was just champagne football from the D's. Gorney just lit it up. He was dialed in and he kicked 5 unbelievable goals.
Dude,
Massive,
he kicked like
massive.
4 goals in 5 minutes. What was it? It was something crazy like that.
Well, he took clunks, big clunks. He kicked one from the boundary. Like he's never done that in his life.
Impressive goals.
Well.
He kicked 2 impressive goals in the span of 2 minutes, guys.
My favorite was on the run from outside
boundary,
50.
One from 55.
The 55 one was my favorite.
Those 2 were incredible. Like for a big guy like Maxi, fucking hell.
The snap around the body as well was pretty freaking amazing. It was an amazing game from the captain. That's what you want out of your captain in a prelim. And I think in the grand final, he'll just probably repeat it and win the Norm Smith. I can see that happening. He's a freak, Max Gorn.
Question for you, Sam.
Yes.
Everyone who I've heard talk about the grand final said, it's a run away for Melbourne. Do you see any chance the Dogs win it? And if so, how do you think they get it done?
Yes, I think the Dogs can do it. Their brand stacks up really well in a really wide ground, and in a game like this, it's going to be one of those games where they have to be so contested. Like anytime Melbourne have the ball, they have to freaking gang tackle, literally, because Melbourne are just so slick and so skilled. Their skills are amazing, and they just handball, kick, goal straight away. And I haven't seen any team do that since Geelong, like 2007, or Richmond maybe 2019. It's just a similar style of amazing skills, quick goals, incredible defense. They've got everything going for them. But look, if the Bulldogs win this game, it's probably by only a couple points. I don't see them winning it by any bigger than a couple points. I might be wrong. I did say last week on the podcast, I don't know if you guys remember, I said that Melbourne will beat Geelong by 6 points. But yeah, I don't know if you agree with that, Matty.
But granted, though, I think everyone expected the prelims to just be a little bit closer.
Jesus, Jake, don't eat with your mouth full.
Mate,
just because you're not living at home doesn't mean you
It's
can get out of fucking eat at the dinner table like a human being. Good boy. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jay. Keep it shut.
Anyway,
yeah,
I think the prelims would have been a lot closer, but it was a blowout on both sides, really. Like, Port should be disappointed in themselves. I wouldn't necessarily say like it's Ken Hinkley's fault. It's not really. People keep blaming Ken Hinkley for that. It's not really his fault. It's his players not being prepared in order to go into a battle like that.
Yeah. Everyone's saying they choked and that they had the opportunity on that. I just think Bulldogs are better than them. Like, what do you guys think?
I think any day of the week, Port is a better team. Port is a better team. If you put it on paper, Port's a better team. Let's be honest here. At the start of the season, did you really think that it's going to be Bulldogs versus Melbourne in the grand final? You thought that it would be Port. You thought Port would make it.
Finish in 8 last year, did they?
They
Melbourne
finished ninth, and Port and Western Bulldogs finished 7th or 8th. They lost in the elimination.
And then they lost.
Was it 2019? Because I think it was 2018. Melbourne got knocked out of the semi-finals or prelim.
Prelim. They got wrecked by Eagles.
West Coast.
And then the next, so 2019 they finished like 16th, didn't they?
17th, yeah, 2019.
17th.
So if you're on 17th 2 years ago to being in the granny, that's crazy turnaround. And they're like, if you look at it, their list isn't like super different. They haven't made heaps of changes since that. So it's weird to think that they just had a shit year at the office, pretty much.
And I think retiring Jordan Lewis was the best decision they ever made. Because he was just holding them back.
Nathan Jones, though. Sucks for Nathan Jones, though.
I think that's
his team finally makes a granny.
I think that was expected. I think I saw that coming. I don't know. I don't want to be the guy that goes, "Oh, dude, I knew that was going to happen." No, but that just always happens. That happens every single time.
Well, yeah, but I still think that if Melbourne do win, they should at least Bob Murphy him, and at least try and give him a medal.
Well, he won't be there
because
Jake.
He's been at that club forever.
You know,
player forever.
He won't be there.
You know what's crazy? It's like in the AFL, you only get a medal, right? You only get credited with the grand final if you actually play in the grand final. Even if you're on the list, you're injured or you're rookie or whatever. You don't get a medal. You don't get shit. In the NBA, if you play, say the Lakers, for instance, say the Lakers win the championship. If you were on the Lakers, if you played for the Lakers at the start of the year and then they traded you away in the middle of the season and then they won the championship, you still get a championship ring. You don't even have to be on the team, let alone playing in the game.
You contributed.
I prefer the AFL system.
But I don't know. I think it's a bit
in spite of everything that's happened to past players, i.e. Nathan Jones, there's been a few other stories, I think, in the West Coast one.
I've seen him a few times.
Nick Nat, Andrew Gaff, all the stories that have happened recently. In spite of all those, Bob Murphy, I still think that you should only get the premiership medal if you were on the best 22 on grand final day, because it's just always.
I'll give you this, okay? What if it was if your team, okay, if you had a pre-existing team that started in the finals, okay, from day one, okay, do you think those players, let's say, for example, Josh Bruce, let's say if Josh Bruce got injured in the prelim final and he wasn't able to play the grand final and they won, do you think he gets a medal for that? Because I think he does, because he contributed to the team.
But it's
So
just
it's not necessarily
I
like,
think there's a grey area there.
yeah, it's such a. The problem is, what about all
But
the?
how
What
is it a
about someone who
grey
got
area?
injured in the qualifying final, Jake? Like, I mean, maybe they should do it for everyone who's in the finals. Any player who played in the finals gets a medal if their
That's what I
team
think.
wins it. But
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Maybe that's the alternative. I just think it's a cruel game, football, and I think even if you get injured in the prelim, you have to reset and you have to be the bigger man, and you've got to be like, I'm happy for the team. I know a lot of players struggle to do that, but yeah. Maddie, you were going to say something?
Do not like that.
What were you going to add to that?
Yeah, you said the bigger man, but I don't know who the other man you're referring to is.
Well, you know,
The injury to the other man. You're gonna be bigger than the injury.
No, the players are always sulking about, like they're always individual on grand final day, and when they don't get to play, they're always just like all sad and sulky. And I feel like it's the most selfish. I think it just
Well,
they show their true colors. Yeah, but they
It
show
makes
their true
sense.
colors when
if
they're
it
just.
was, if it was, let's say you got fucking injured, okay, like on the final game or the last game before the grand final, you're gonna be sulky. You're gonna be pissed off. Makes sense. Because you wanted to win. You helped that team win. And then nobody's just going to fucking come in, do a half-assed job, and they're going to get a fucking medal.
Yeah, but
Like,
but I just think it's I just don't like the rules being changed. Anyway, I just don't like them changing. They continue to change
fucking hell.
things with footy.
you are truly a Matthew Richardson, aren't you?
That's
Jesus
sport.
Christ.
That's sport, though, Sam. That happens in every sport. Rules are constantly being changed.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's correct. Guys, I was just gonna
Like this.
talk.
Lionel Richie, there he is.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I was going to talk to you guys about the Brownlow just briefly. I don't know if you guys are interested in the Brownlow. I know Jake is. I don't know if Matt is. Jack Steele's making a really, really deep run home. He won't get the medal because he's missed out on 3 votes in a couple of rounds where they predicted he would. But what do you guys reckon? Who wins? It hasn't been announced yet. You might be able to be the ultimate predictor.
Well, it depends on who's leading right now. I'm pretty sure currently Bontempelli is leading.
The predicted
with
Bontempelli
Darcy
Oliver.
Parish.
Yeah.
I'd say Clayton Bontempelli.
Oliver and then Darcy Parish.
Marcus Oliver, yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Oliver. Jake, I reckon, are you ready with your soundboard?
Wait, is it Clay?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready to press the "What are you doing" soundboard? Because it's time for "What are you doing."
I've already pressed it.
Oh dear. Well, this is the one with the delay, so let's just wait for it. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Sam.
Do I kick it off with "What are you doing"?
Yep. What are you doing?
Let's get right off the bat with Kane Corns. This week I'm shitting on him. Last week it was Matt shitting on him. Fuck Kane Corns on the Sunday Footy Show when he at the start of the final series said the Bulldogs have choked. They've choked. They're not going to win it now. And then the Bulldogs fucked up his team that he loves so much, Port Adelaide, and he wouldn't even look. The cunt wouldn't even apologize the next day. He wouldn't even apologize to Bulldogs fans. He said, "I'll apologize, TJ. I'll apologize when they win it." Toss up, massive toss up. He almost, he could have been pushed off. There was a dude who was controlling his harness at the top of Optus Stadium this morning on the Sunday Footy Show, and he could have just cut the cord, and Kane Corns plummets onto the goalpost. Oh, shit. Anyway, what do you guys think?
May I say that Kane Corns, okay, I don't like him either. But you must admit, he's got some fucking balls to say that shit. To say all the fucking blasphemy shit that he said and make Port Adelaide seem like these fucking titans compared to men. Okay? He's got some fucking heavy ass balls for that shit. Let's be
Stop
honest.
thinking about his balls, Jake.
Balls.
Ooh, fun story. Funny story you say that because he did something on the field against Collingwood in his playing days. I can't remember what it was, but after the game, he ran into Collingwood supporters at a bar later that night, and the Collingwood fan wanted to literally kill him. So this isn't like a new development over the past like 5 years since he retired. He's always been hated, this bloke, and I think one day
Yeah,
shit's gonna
well,
hit
of
the
course.
fan with cane corns. Honestly,
Just the way he talks. It's like the way his mouth moves. You just want to hit it.
Oh, you mean like this? Yeah, guys. So yeah, Port Adelaide is doing really, really good, and I can't wait for Port Adelaide to
moving.
smash
He doesn't open his mouth.
the Bulldogs. Huh?
He
He's ve-
like he doesn't really move his mouth. when he
he's
talks.
also
I
very
can't-
gaunt. He's very gaunt
Yeah,
and
yeah.
skeletal.
So what he does.
That's a perfect way of describing him. Gaunt. I've never heard that before. He is very gaunt. He reminds me of my fucking head of high school.
Well,
God,
yeah,
that guy.
he's a skeleton. He's the
Oi! Big non-decision there, I reckon, Darcy.
Oh my god. Okay, so Maddie, what are you doing?
Oh, fuck, I've been trying to think of one.
Do you handball it off to Jake?
No, look, all right, I got one. Oh, it's probably a bit unfair, but Joel Selwood. Is one memory from the game.
I know what you're gonna say.
Ed Langdon. It's Ed, right?
Oh, yeah,
Melbourne, Ed
yeah,
Langdon.
yeah.
Get off. I can't remember who it was. Like heading into 50, and then lays somewhat of an illegal shepherd on Selwood. And then Melbourne get the inside 50 mark, and then Selwood retaliates and knocks over Langdon. And this was amidst that fucking insane, I think it was the third quarter run, kicked like how many goals? Yeah, and I was like, you're the captain, and look, Langdon definitely laid an illegal shepherd. But then, yeah, Selwood got up and retaliated and ended up giving away a 50 and a free goal.
I actually kept replaying that over and over because that was the perfect capitulation of someone realizing they're never going to win a premiership ever again. So his emotions were so just like he was going, it fucking wasn't. And all the Melbourne players are laughing. And he's like in between like tears. He's like in between emotion in his voice and like just anger that he knows that Geelong are completely screwed. But yeah, sorry, Jake.
Well, I mean, totally agree with all the statements that you guys have made. Selwood was a dog during that whole fucking thing.
Oh, it's yours, Selwood, as well.
He fucking flopped. He fucking dropped. He dropped.
Dropped.
It's like,
He did,
man.
He did.
I think Jake was just
if he didn't do that,
It's like, yeah, he baited you.
Melbourne. Yeah, if he didn't do that, fucking Melbourne might have not gone on that fucking run that they had, and might not have actually got more momentum to that game. But because he did that, caused that fucking. It's a whole.
It was kind of like halfway through, but yeah.
He didn't do it. Yeah, if he didn't do that, they might have came back. They might have been close. They might have still lost, or they might have won, because it just changes over momentum.
He did that in the 2018 elimination final as well, when Tom Hawkins was lining up for a shot for goal, and then he beat the crap out of Clayton Oliver or someone on the wing. I don't know who it was, but it went to a 50-meter penalty and the ball went back to Melbourne. And that shot, if Tom Hawkins nailed it, which he would have because he's Tom Hawkins, they would have brought Geelong right back into the game, and it might have been a completely different ending to that elimination final.
Exactly right.
Melbourne got wrecked in the prelims, so yeah.
Yeah, another fucking thing that is just annoying when it comes to Selwood is, think about this, okay? Matt is spot on, and so are you, Sam, that he's never going to win a premiership ever again. Ever since he's been captain, he's only made one grand final. Out of a stacked team, a really, really stacked team, he's only made one grand final. He's won premierships as a player, but not a captain. He's a shit captain. He's a dog shit captain. He hasn't helped that team in any sufficient way, maybe to bring in players, but think about like fucking Narkle, Clark. They're probably going to be leaving because there is no one to give them opportunities. There is no one to give them experience. So they're just going to fucking walk.
Well, yeah, it's a beaten club at this point. They've had so many chances at the premiership.
They've
and they've
beaten the
blown it
dead
every
horse,
time.
mate.
Yeah.
They're beating the dead fucking horse. The horse is already dead.
It's a club that's looking
leave
at
it alone.
the here and now. They want the short-term gain and the long-term pain. If they're going to trade 3 first-round draft picks for one player, doesn't matter how good they are. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. When they did that in the trade period, I thought this is just a disaster. But anyway, Jake, do you have your what are you doing? Because unless your what are you doing was just Matt's.
No. It wasn't that rant. Sorry. It wasn't that rant. But my what are you doing is, I've already mentioned it before in this podcast. Port Adelaide fans. What the fuck are you doing?
That's a low freaking.
Don't blame Ken Hinkley for this shit. Well, don't blame Ken Hinkley for this shit. It was your players that fucked up. It was your players that didn't do the job. You can't blame the umpires. You can't blame Ken Hinkley. Because Ken Hinkley can't just go, all right, boys, I'm just going to quickly go out there and fucking fuck these cunts up. Let's just go. Fucking runs out, goes down the steps real quickly fucking grabs a Coke Zero, chugs that, quickly runs in, fucking bumps fucking Bontempelli. But he's not going to fucking do that. He's a coach that has a game plan and a setup. That setup goes towards the players. The players didn't execute it right. So what else is he meant to fucking do?
Well, he's more like your Nathan Buckley type. I don't think he's I think he relates to the players really well. You know, he's a really people person, but in terms of like a really strong structure to the game or a really strong strategy, I don't know if he's a strategic genius. I think Beveridge completely outcoached him in that prelim, but he still should be the coach. I think that they've stuck with him long enough. They may as well continue with him. But yeah.
And let's be honest here, okay? I'll be honest with you. I really like Port Adelaide. I love their team. I love their coach. I love their team. But what they showed last Saturday was really fucking disappointing. Like really disappointing. And you can't blame the coach for that. You can only blame the players.
I just think they were overestimated, Jake. I don't think they're that good at all, to be honest with you. I think they got the luckiest run ever. They had the best draw at the end of the season. They somehow got.
Well, there's a reason why they were second on the ladder. Maybe for next time, for future reference for them, how about don't win the first fucking game if you're in the top 4. Play the rest of the other games and you might get there. Because apparently that fucking 1 week break really fucks you guys over.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just. I think they just need to get better.
It's
I
like
think
you guys have fucking
skills.
What's his
need
name
to
again?
improve.
Fucking Jack. He used to play for Melbourne. Fuck. Jack Watts. There we go. It's like that fucking Jack Watts again. Fuck off. So that's what's doing my head in. That's what's fucking pissing me off. So
well, that's what are you doing? I guess that's your what are you doing. I think we may as well move on to.
I'll play the intro as the outro as well. Here we go.
Okay, well,
just let wait.
Well, yeah, just have a wait. You know, awkward wait for. So
I don't think it.
Yeah, Matt, what have you got on? What are you doing later on?
Oh, I got offered a part-time job at work. So.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, boss was gonna email me the details on Friday, but I still haven't got those. So
fair enough.
Don't know if I'll take it because it's less money, but more benefits, whatever the fuck that means. That's what's going on with me. How about you, Sammy?
These are the voices in my head as well as what you're hearing. What you just heard. That's constantly the voices in my head, and that's pretty much my life. Yeah.
Voices in my head sound like Kris Kardashian. All of them. All of them.
I'm gonna move on, guys.
Lionel Richie, there it is.
Well,
wish it
not
was
Lionel Richie. I'm gonna move on to your favorite grand finals. Do you guys have a favorite grand final? Is there one that sticks out in the memory that you saw maybe on the day?
I've got two.
Okay.
09 and 10.
Oh,
The replay,
Oh, sorry. 05.
2005. Okay. It's very low scoring. What do you like the most about it?
That the Eagles lost.
Package.
All right. Well,
Okay.
like-
Favorite grand final.
the 1999 grand final.
Get back to me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say my favorite's the 2010 draw. As sad as that is, the 2010 draw is my favorite grand final.
I still think Melm could have got that.
I mean,
think Melm could have got it.
He couldn't have. There's a wide shot that shows the ball 3 meters away from him. There is no chance he could have got it.
He could have got that.
You've never seen that. You've never seen the vision of it actually on ground level, where the ball is literally on the other side of my room.
If he really wanted it.
No,
Hey man,
I mean,
there's a different angle, man.
Sam, it kind of makes sense.
If Milne wanted that medal as much as he wanted that pussy against Will, he would have gotten it. Okay, he would have gotten it.
Jesus Christ!
Sure as he caught a case, he would have caught that ball.
I mean, also it makes sense, guys, that you, Sam, that you picked 010, but you picked 2010 or 09.
The draw, because it's great memories. With a Goddard
2010,
mark.
Okay, yeah, makes sense because you weren't born in 1966.
The dinosaurs. Was that when the dinosaurs were around the last time we won one?
No, that's when St Kilda won their first and last premiership.
Oh yeah, and their only,
Yep.
and their first, and their last.
Yep.
Yeah, no, 2010 was. I remember watching the game, and it was some of the most. No, you clicked on a bloody soundbite once again. It was one of the most nervous experiences, but it was very, very nice. And Matt was a St Kilda supporter for anyone who's watching this for the record. So Matt was experiencing the same nerves as anyone else on this podcast. Jake was very nervous. I know that. He was very invested in that. Yeah. In fact, Jake, did you even watch the grand final in 2010?
I did. I was there.
You were at the MCG.
I was at the replay.
Oh, shit. Well, Matt actually has been to a grand final out of all of us.
So where the fuck were you, St Kilda fan?
I was at home. I was at home watching from my lounge room both times. I've never been to a grand final.
Nice,
I want to.
nice.
I'd love to
I
go to
forget. Someone I can't remember who won 2008. That was the Hawks, right? It was Geelong.
That was the biggest upset in the history of the grand final. Yeah.
So 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge upset.
it's a good one.
Geelong were 21-1 for the season, 23-1 if you include finals. But yeah, that was a huge, huge shock. Jake, I'm guessing 2006 is your favorite grand final. Am I right?
Sorry, I'm going to do a Kane Corns on you. Yeah, no, TJ. So basically, my favorite grand final. Sorry.
Thank you for putting us out of our misery. God damn it.
Yeah, more than welcome. No, my favorite grand final. To be honest with you, because I don't want to pick 2010 because you already picked it, Sam. I would actually. I really, 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 really enjoyed
2018.
the 2011 grand final.
Was that
It is a good
Weird as that
grand
is.
final. It is a really good grand final.
Geelong versus Collingwood. Geelong versus Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Matty Scarlett toe-poked it.
That's the 2009 grand final, you
That was
dipshit.
2009. Yeah.
And also go fuck yourself to bring that one up.
Sorry. Yeah, either 2011. I really enjoyed that one. 2016 was a great one. That was.
Oh yeah, I'd say 2016. I'm trying to think of one. Other than that,
right
I'd say
there.
95, but that would be.
I'm gonna say my favorite is the 2021 grand final.
And also 2007, guys.
You're so corny like that, Sam.
Well, isn't that the joke that Jake made last week, where he said that the Western Bulldogs, they're my favorite grand finalists in 2020, and they hadn't even fucking made it yet. So the 2007 one was
Well,
the
yeah, makes
worst
sense.
in history because it was 119 points to Geelong. So I don't know
Yeah, that's why.
you've chosen that one.
'Cause it was funny.
It was very.
No,
it was funny.
actually
Kane Corns
I
getting
think it
buried
was
at
in
the MCG was good.
2007 where Geelong smashed Melbourne by like 200 points.
You mean Port
I think that was
Adelaide?
2007.
No, it's a good thing.
No, I mean
2011. Yeah.
in
Yes,
a
Matt.
round. Yeah, in a
You know what's
round.
good about the 95 grand final? Is Billy Brownless right before halftime started a melee with this one. Can't remember who it was, but he was surrounded by about 5 or 6 Carlton jumpers. And he starts his one-on-one melee and then just gets swarmed pretty much at the beckoning of halftime.
You know,
it's great entertainment.
Fun fact
It's
about that one, Matty. Fun fact about that is one of the injured Geelong players wearing a suit got involved in the fights.
Oh, really?
On the boundary.
Yeah, because it was right on the wing on the boundary.
That Barry Stoneham got involved when he was right there. He just started throwing punches in his suit. That was a fun grand final for Carlton supporters.
That's the only way, mate. Got to fight in the suit.
You know, Geelong were the favourites.
You got to feel involved somehow.
The bookies gave Geelong the favourite tag. They gave them the better odds going into that grand final.
But yeah, they had a good team. They had Ablett and Brownless, and that's really all I know. Oh, and they had fucking Hinkley, right?
Yeah, Kenny Hinkley did play in a lot of losing grand finals for Geelong and a lot of losing prelims for Port. That's a bit.
Have a quick standing salute.
Did he play for Port?
No, coach.
Yeah, I got it. I got there eventually.
Steely's, by the way, guys, Steely is bombed in the Brownlow medal. Everyone thought he'd be up there, but he's bombed.
How's Walsh doing?
Walsh is third at 30 votes. He's a chance, Matty. He is a chance, unless he polls nothing in the last 3 rounds.
Clayton Bontempelli will be first, or Marcus Oliver.
I hope it's a tie. I really hope it's a tie. It'd be more fun if it was a tie, but I cannot believe how much Steely's bombed. Anyway, that was such a disappointment. So the grand final. We have 6 minutes left in this first part 1. Do we even do a part 2? I mean, it's been so fucking dire.
We can wrap it up.
It's been great.
Nah, if there's something to add in part 2, then we do a part 2. But we could go to the ads now and then see what we have to say in the next 6 minutes. But we'll go to the ad break, guys. These are promotions for what's coming up on the Saint Sam channel and for inebriated individuals.
Just have a good time. That's really what painting's all about.
Smell like shit. Chloroform. Lovely breaststroke.
Wait, what?
Your dad street you to yell and watch fucking Saddle Club.
We know that's not true, but it sounds good.
But basically, it's going to be a exhilarating ride.
It should be really like your stepsister. Should be really good.
Hello and welcome to Inebriated Individuals. My name is Jake and beside me I have Matt and also Sam. Today we're going to be doing some really, really great cooking. I mean, it looks like fucking dog shit. Like, did you see that fucking burn side?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, what a fucking idiot!
Sam, do you think you got enough butter here, mate?
Meanwhile, I'm out here with my fucking chicken.
Get out of my way!
And here am I scraping my guts away,
That's too much fucking butter, man.
actually working pretty hard.
Oh, capers.
Why is he putting capers in the fucking...
From Carlton Town, we're the champion.
No, that stool's older than me. Get out of my face.
And his haircut, by the way, is straight from fucking 1930s fascist Germany.
Tell us about the sexual assault charge.
Yes, I may have purposely gave myself a 1930s fucking Hitler must fucking... I thought you were actually gonna shoot me! Oh, I got so scared!
So one of the things that pisses me off about inebriated individuals is
Matt and Sam.
Content. A girl touched me.
Here, this is. Tell me if this isn't beautiful. Ni fei chang pia liang.
It's your best angle.
No, don't fucking... So let's take a fucking sip, shall we?
Egg.
But other than that, it was a really good time.
Look at those knife skills. Oh, that is fucking atrocious.
But look, I was so angry and like, whoa, get the fuck out of my confessions, cunt! Okay, cool. I'm sorry. It's just.
He made the same trophy for everyone else. You know, people who...
John Favreau, chef.
How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've got Matty Two Stroke and Jake the Snake here with me.
Savage lurking from long range. From long range! Presence in the air, but it stays alive. Higgins! Oh no!
Oh my god, you nearly hit that post.
Stays alive.
The dog! Oh!
Oh, what a loser!
welcome back, guys. You just saw the goal recreation challenge promo, and Matt has just asked me in the ads, when is that video coming out? It will be coming out this week. I said this weekend in the last podcast, which is a bit cringe, but it is actually coming out before the grand final. That's all I can say. It has taken me a long time to edit. There's a lot of audio I still have to add, a lot of music, a lot of Gordon Ramsay getting angry memes, a lot of great stuff.
Do they? They never get old.
They don't. There's some really good animations of Gordon Ramsay getting angry as well, where he comes out of hell as a giant devil.
God.
I love it when he moans. And yes, that's what I just said that.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Knock it back.
Come on, you donkeys.
Oh.
Come on, you donkeys.
Oh, okay, Caleb's the wrong one goal of the year. That makes sense.
Fellas.
Who won goal of the year?
Caleb's the wrong against West Coast. That's good.
One last thing. Does grand final day give you a feeling? Because maybe it's just me, but for me, there's something in the air on grand final day. The smell of alcoholism, because I love getting on the beers on grand final day. What do you guys think? Is there an excitement around grand final day for you guys?
They used to be. Honestly, the sad thing is they used to be. Last few grand final days, well, 2020 obviously is in lockdown. And then 2019, it was just didn't go anywhere. Just had nowhere to go. I tried to organize something. I had nowhere to go. And then that was a fucking, as we remember, that was a huge blowout. And that was a boring game. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't sort of felt, I get what you mean, Sam. There definitely is that, but I don't know. I guess I'm just lonely.
Oh, well, next year I'm watching it with you guys,
Well, we're here.
especially you, Maddie, because I want you to get the feels of grand final day again. The smell of freshly mown grass, the smell of the beers pouring out from the tap. Because seriously,
because this whole
that's such a
because the
tragic
AFL
thing.
is unpredictable. Okay.
Yeah.
The AFL is unpredictable. What if next year it is a Carlton versus St Kilda grand final?
Oh, mate, I
Could
cry.
happen.
Matt and I
Never
would.
know.
Well, first of all, Matt would be my guest of honor at the MCC because I think you're allowed. Oh no, I'm provisional. Sorry, I'm not full, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Never mind. I'd probably just go to.
I'm a member, bitch.
You're a member. Are you a full member?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Mumsy's been setting it up. I did get a letter. I should probably open it.
Oh, dude, get that sorted because it's one of the greatest things in the world when you're an MCC member. It is amazing. I think it's only when you become a full member though that you can go to the grand final, and you have to line up from about 3 a.m.
I have the entry level.
Oh boy.
I have like the entry level membership. Is that full member?
Entry level is provisional, and you can only go to the most bare bones home and away games. Like you can't even go to the nighttime ones.
No, I'm pretty sure you can.
Oh my god!
But not the special day ones where it's Anzac Day, Dreamtime game. But Matt, I'm going to give you back that grand final feeling because my favorite memory of the grand final was 2018, where it was an epic between West Coast and Collingwood, and it went right down to the wire. And I was watching that with a couple mates, and at halftime we went for a kick, and that was great. And I didn't even have any alcohol that day. 2019 is the worst.
That was actually a good day. Again, I was here at home alone, drinking and watching it. But that was a fucking good game. That was actually great. I might change my answer. 2018 is probably my favorite grand final. That was a good one. 2018 or 2016.
Yeah, 2016. I had a great day as well. They're good games. They're great games. And Jake, retrospectively, 2006 should be his answer for his favorite grand final.
Well, the problem is, you said we watched. I wasn't able to watch it. I can't remember watching it.
Of course, sorry.
So that's why I'm going for 2007, 2011, 2016, and 2018. Because I didn't really get to watch 2018 for personal reasons. It's fun. But
what personal
experience?
Come on, Jake, tell us
that's a private thing. We're going to finish off the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. The grand final this weekend is going to be unbelievable. I can't wait for it. It's going to be a great day. And go to Melbourne, please. Who are we going for the last minute of the podcast?
Melbourne.
Quickly say it. Who are we go for?
Melbourne.
Let's hope Melbourne break their 57-year drought and St Kilda's the only team with a drought.
Let's go, Jenko. We're going for you.
Jenko. Cheers, guys, for watching. We'll be back next time on Inebriated Individuals as well.
Shit I've ever seen.
Jenko. That's a great finish. That's a great finish. Watch Inebriated Individuals, guys. Watch Inebriated Individuals.
Yes.
Yeah, when we finally put out a video.
When we get it out.